closer. Come into this. There's space up front if you want it. Come into this. Brave soul.
Was it literal?
It's always literal. Everything in this life is literal. Come closer. You are quite the beauty. There is joy in how your mouth dances with your teeth. Your smile is a sign of how sacred your life actually is. Come into this. Come closer. You are quite the beauty. If no one has ever told you that before, know that right now. Know that whatever God prays to, He asked of it to make something of worth. He woke from his dream, scraped soil from the spaces inside himself. He made you, and He was happy. You make the Lord happy. Come into this. Know that something softer than us, but just as holy, planted pieces of Himself into our feet that we might one day dance our way back. Know that you are almost home. Step just a little bit closer. There are birds that beat their wings beneath your breastplates. Gentle sparrows that ache to sing. Come aching hearts. Come soldiers of joy, dormant of truth. Know that my heart was too big for my body, so I let it go. And most days, this world has thinned me to the point where I am just another cloud forgetting another flock of swans, having shaved off so many of my corners that I felt at home only in the shape of a ball, bending myself so far backwards that the song of my mother believed that I was returning home. But believe me, when I tell you that my soul, it has squeezed itself into such very narrow spaces. Place your hand beneath your heads when you sleep tonight, and perhaps you will find it there, making beauty as we sleep, as we dream, as we turn over. When we turn over in the ground, may the ghosts that we have asked answers of do that turning, kneading us into crumbs of light, and into this thing-loved thing called life. Come into it, come, you wooden museums, gentle tigers, little giants. I see teacups upside down, blowing across your grins. Your hearts are like my hands. Some days all they do is tremble. I am like you. I am like you. I too at times am filled with so much fear, but like a hallway must find the strength to walk through it. Walk through this with me. Through this church of blood, bone, and muscle that is ours. There is a doorknob glowing like chance before you. Turn it. Swing, step through, back straight, chin up, eyes open, hearts loud. Walk through this with me. Walk through this with me. You and I, we are not so very different. We are so very much alike. We all wanted that high school sweetheart. We wanted to be 13 and alive and meet a girl that was 13 and alive and walk with her past the grandstands. To sit and hold hands, to sit and kiss with, like it was something that you would miss, but that never was. We wanted to be young in the 50s with meatloafs and sock hops and lawns so perfect they looked like Clark Gable was kissing them. We wanted to be poor but not too poor. Connecting this country like Kerouac and Thumbs, pulling small-town waitresses into backseats and trailer park homes where the two of you would find passion, expanding between the locking of your bones until morning would come to find you out on the road with your pockets empty except for your hands. But your hands, they'd be overflowing with your soul. But that's not what happened. We once went to bed like between the bed sheets was a valley where dinosaurs still breathed. And how we would capture these triceratops and brontosauruses, but even he was opened up with the smoke that rose out of the homes and the corners that we once climbed through. The streets and the footballs with which we once threw, the school desks upon which we once drew, the windows that sat open through which we once flew before the outside world of parking spaces and dead friends came flooding on in. And we forgot what we wanted, and we became what we become. Waitresses and bartenders, city employees and temp positions, weird junkies and one-kiss poems, and we cry the stars as we write our scars onto dumpsters and electric boxes, because the only thing that we can hear is our hearts, and the only ones listening are the streets, the blood that breathes, the letters we leave. We dream to rise ourselves up out of these burning buildings, but instead we get buried somewhere beneath, because I know my life is like some high school kid's notebook. That kid that shuffles back and forth between school and home, stacking the letters and the pictures too close for anyone outside of his own imagination to read, because it's through the ink that his heart beats, that his heart breathes. And we all just wanted to write these notes. Check if you like me. Check if you don't. Check if you'll date me. Check if you won't. Because we all wanted the love songs to be true. And we did love dinosaurs once. And we wanted the stars to hold our hands, to lick the teeth, to fuck us. But they ended up fucking us. So, and their smiles twist. Like my heart dancing precariously on the edge of my fingertips, staining them like that same high school kid licking his thoughts using his Sharpie tip, writing, I was here. I was here. And ain't none of y'all can write that in the spot that I just wrote. I'm here, motherfucker, and we all here, motherfucker. We all motherfuckers, motherfucker, because every breath I breathe brings me a second closer to the day that my mother may die. And every breath I take takes me a second further than the moment she caught my father's eye. And every word I carry is another stone to put into place in the foundation that I'm building these days and erase something that I never saw. What all of us wanted and what none of us got, what we all had and have and we all forgot. That we all wanted to be something. That we all became something. And it might not be the best we thought to be when we were kids, but something is still something. Like some cats say, something's better than nothing. Feet are smarter than an engine. And dreams are stronger than thighs. And questions are the only answers we need to have to know that we are alive at a time when I have the mind of a child, asking, why is 2 + 3 always equal to 5? Where do people go to when they die? What made the beauty of the moon and the beauty of the sea? Did that beauty make you? Did that beauty make me? Will it make me something? Will I be something? Am I something? And the answer comes, I already am. I always was. And I still have time to be.